Swami, thank you. Sri Ananda Bhaskar Rapolu.
Respected Deputy Chairman.
Yes. You need not fight with me to get this time. Usually you fight with me for time. Now it is your time. Speak. Okay.
The member who moved this bill in private nature to attract the attention of union government is such a renowned person. I think in the times to come, he will also face difficulty in judging himself. His globally renowned litigant attitude within the nation and outside is having par excellence. He was friend to whom, enemy to whom. I think he will be in continuity to have the confusion in evaluating his own stand. I have reverence for his knowledge. I salute his understanding and capacity to...
You are talking about the bill or about him?
The genesis of bill has to be explained, then only the essence of bill can be properly understood. There is reverence and there is... And the greatest tendency of one person having an approach in the dharmic bhavana, in Vedic bhavana, Ninda is also stuti. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, Dr. Swamiji made out to reach the ultimate. Ninda stuti is the greatest way to follow it. I appreciate you. And in this, ours is such a society, Balavakku, Brahmavakku. We take the sweet words of our children as if those are coming from the Almighty. Just now we have concluded the Chaitra Navaratri. On the concluding day of the Chaitra Navaratri, it is the habit, in particular in the northern India, to touch the feet of the children under 8 or 9 years of age and offer them as if they are the Swarupa of Mata, Sri Mata. And in our southern part, we treat children exactly in the divine way. Katyayanaya vidmaye kanya kumari cha dhimahi tanno durgi prachodayat. In that spirit, we used to look at that there will not be any harm to our children within our society. But times have changed. The changing of the times and their relevance into the stipulations and acts have come to fore from United Kingdom. Way back in 1908 itself, they have come out with an approach to protect the child. By 1933, it took a shape of 1933 Child Protection Act. But for the latest requirements, our United Nations suggestions or conventions before us, and the federal law from United States is a ready reference how the modern society shall treat the child. And in that context, India is always standing far ahead to guide the global nations. The juvenile justice, the child protection, and the latest 2012 Act through which we look towards our children and their well-being and their safety is not going to be sufficient in the expanding complications of human treacherous tendencies. This has prompted me to speak on this. World over, at several places, continuous international summit, seminar, symposia and conferences are going on about the child trafficking and the abuses being meted upon the children. And the way out, we were always standing to show a model. We have given good models of law. We have also given great program. We have institutionalized it into the National Commission of Child Rights, Children Rights. Continuously we are doing, but the growing complications. Now, just yesterday, Union Minister of State for Women and Children Welfare stated that Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is just a campaign program. It enthuses how to take care of the children. With just campaign, with just a slogan, it is not going to be sufficient. We have our own specifications. We are worried about our child labor, but still child labor is there. Certain stringent provisions are there to contain the slavery by the children, but even there are certain clusters where we can, in the daylight, see the pathetic condition of our children. With that, we are also have to have a look at our consideration towards the criminal responsibility of the children. Here the society shall play a larger role, for which government has to encourage and support. Let us not excessively burden our children with the criminal responsibility. Even in advanced nations, the age of criminal responsibility is just 7 and 8. But in our condition, within our Indian society, the growth of the children and the environment available to them to expand their knowledge cannot give proper stamina and strength to have a responsibility. The poverty, socio-economic poverty, and the depth of standard of the livelihood is having the direct relevance, for which the social security concerns and measures of governments, either center or state, will have a greater role. But in these days, from the union government, though we have certain national programs to support with, we are not having the sufficient resource to strengthen and fully implement it. In this backdrop, yes, in this 2012 Act, the responsibility over judges and in turn which are leading to almost harassment towards the children, this urge for omission of Section 19 from the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act is worth consideration. But why piecemeal? Time and again, If a complication grows, a surgical strike is not enough. We shall have a comprehensive approach. We shall look at in totality so that there is institutionalized mechanism to refresh our idea over the children and their protection and the available enactments and the necessities of those updates. Not only National Commission for the Child Rights, even the National Commission for Law will also support us, and there are several pronouncements not only from Supreme Court but also from various high courts to guide us. On this occasion, keeping the suggestion of Dr. Subramanian Swamy in view, I plead the Union government to look at comprehensively so as to protect through the proper enactment with the up-to-date support mechanism and the institutionalized supports. Besides, let this Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao not confined to a slogan and a campaign. Let it also have a concrete program of educational advancement and employment-wise emancipation, and let the children be empowered in their own environment. This is my urgent suggestion to the Union government. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rapolu. Sri